Yo, man, it's your boy Kato Media, and yes, I am back with another one, man. Now, what's on today's discussion, man? What is on today's discussion, man? We talking about Atlanta. I'm going to give you guys the real. If you really want to move here and you really want to know how it is, man, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Make sure y'all hold on to your seat straps, man, because it's going to get rocky, man. I'm going to get into everything that they don't want to talk about, down to the scamming, the dating, if you're trying to relocate, where to move to and where not to move to, man. We gonna get into that. Are y'all ready for that? Y'all ready? Hold on 1 second. Just a little bit. All right, bring me back. All right, let's dive in. Let's go, man. So this video is only for people that are looking to move to Atlanta, man. Not the people that's already here, because you already know how it is. Now, if you want to talk about, your experience in Atlanta, that's completely fine. That's cool. You know what I mean? Everybody's situation is not going to be relatable. But I want to jump off by talking about the club scene. So if you are a person that likes to go out, you want to go to a club, or you're looking to go to lounges or anything like that, I wouldn't recommend doing that in the inner city because there's so much stuff going on, right? If I was you, I would just find like a nice bar or anything to go to, somewhere where it's real chill, man, because it gets crazy in Atlanta. Now, I'm not saying there are a couple of lounges that you could go to, but they're not in the city, man. They're on the outskirts. You would have to do your research. You can go to places like Eventbrite and see what different things are going on. Make sure you look at the reviews. Just don't pull up anywhere and think you're going to have a good time, because it might not be that, man. It might be a situation where it's a lot of gangbangers in there, man, and they trying to mess up everyone's night. But to me, man, you have places like Impulse. Impulse is pretty dope, man. It's like a karaoke lounge. You can go, you can bring your friends. It's like a chill spot. But that's kind of like North Atlanta way, you know what I mean? You got a couple of areas in Sandy Springs as well where you can just kick back, have a good time, but don't get caught up in that environment. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring up the club and the lounges, right, is simply because when you think of Atlanta, that's what they want you to think. It's the nightlife. This is the place where you come to party, you have a good time, but it's also a place where you can also end up in a situation you don't want to be in just because you wanted to have a good time, and it happens more than you think. What I will say, the nightlife of Atlanta is not what you guys think. It's make-believe. They really set these clubs up where you're standing up. You have nowhere to sit down unless you're getting a section. If you do not get a section, you will be on your feet. That's how they have it set up in the clubs, because they're looking to make money, and they might tell you the club is over capacity, right? They might say the club is over capacity, so they can charge you more at the door. So the door fee is more. You already paid this money to park. I don't know, you probably pay like $40, $50 to park. In the city, you looking at that. And that's if you come early. Don't let you come in late. You're looking at probably $80 to $100. And I'm not joking. This is all, you're paying all this before you even get to the door. This is why I say all of this is make-believe. You get to the door, they're charging you 40 off top, right? They might hit you with 50 or 60, depending on what day it is. You haven't even got inside to buy a drink. So you're in these clubs, you haven't bought a drink, and then you don't have anywhere to sit. So you're basically just looking around in these clubs and you don't know what to do. You're like, man, did I waste my money? Now, I'm telling you guys this story because this was me. This is what I went through several times, man. I was friends with this particular guy from Philly, and that's all he wanted to do. When I went out, I always felt like I was wasting money. I'm like, I don't feel like, what is the point of me doing this? And you got people in the club that don't even dance. So you're not going to see anyone dancing. You're going to see everybody sitting in sections, smoking a hookah. This is normalized in Atlanta now. So that's why I wanted to bring that up as number one. So if you're in Atlanta, if you're trying to come to Atlanta, man, I wouldn't recommend going to no club unless you're trying to spend that money. And trust me, it's all for show, because nobody's going to remember that. And if you do have a section, it's only because people want to use you to come in your section. That was the thing. Like, guys would, yo, you know, such and such getting a section tonight. Oh, and then y'all gonna come because he getting a section. So all y'all just, you know, y'all nut hugging each other. Y'all coming in because this person bought a section. Now, I want to tell you about this one particular story that happened, man. Me and, you know, the so-called friend that was, you know, from Philly, we went to this particular club. He got a section. I can't remember the name of the club, man. I wish I could, because I can better reference this whole story. But he got a section that night. I think he paid like, I want to say he paid like $500-$600. He tried to get me to go in with him. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm cool. I'll just pay the door fee. I am not about to pay $600 for a section. We walk in, literally, the section is still on the floor. So I'm looking at him like, this is the section? And he was like, yeah. And you can tell, you know, he really felt some type of way. Like, did I really spend money on this? And I'm like, yeah, this just doesn't make any sense. Mind you, we was there for only 3 hours, two and a half hours. Do you know, people, I don't know if it was like the security, I think the security guard came up to him and was like, hey, you know, y'all gonna have to leave. Somebody else rented this section now. And I was like, what? And I said, bro, did you hear what he said? He was like, yeah, you know what I mean? He was just trying to blow it off. And I'm like, I know deep down he felt some type of way about it. But I was like, where they do that at, where you pay for a section and somebody else come in and they pay for that same section and they kick you? Like, Atlanta is a money game. Like, it's all a money play. Like, they don't care about nothing else. It's just a money play. So this is something that I want you to know. If you're thinking about coming to Atlanta and you think you want to be in that club scene, that nightlife, just know, man, it can get wicked like that. And it can be people come up and tell you, like, easily, club promoters, club owners, they can come up and tell you, like, hey, man, y'all gonna have to leave, man. It's somebody else's section. You know, and I'm so glad I'm not in that life no more, man. That came and went. Now, the next thing that we're going to touch on is the scamming. You have to be mindful of the people that you interact with in Atlanta, because you have, I mean, everyone, down from like the house rental scams, the people that try to sell you clothing, the hairstylists, you know, anything, man. You have to do your research and do not just go off of what you see on social media. Trust me, half of that stuff is fake. It's not real. So just because you see that they have a following doesn't mean that they conduct good business. So you need to be mindful of that, man. People get scammed in Atlanta every day, and you have to understand, I think I don't know what the eviction rate is right now, but it's pretty high, and people out here are just trying to find ways to survive. So if that means that they gotta get you by any means, they're going to get you. If they see you as a person that they're gonna, you know, hit a lick on, that's just what it is. It's happening. It's happened to me before, and that's only because I try to give people that benefit of the doubt, and then they try to, you know, they prove me wrong. I mean, they prove me wrong. So I have to go with my mind now and see things for what it is. So that's number 2, man. You come to Atlanta, please look out for the scammers, because they are really out here, man. They will try to get you in every way possible. I don't know if I told you guys about the gas station scam. So you have these people, when you go to your gas pump or whatever, when they see you at the gas station, you'll have somebody walk up to you. Usually it'll be a female. The female will approach you and say, hey, could you help me with gas? I ran out of gas. The crazy thing is, the guy will be sitting in the car. So what they will try to get you to do is use your card at their pump. I know you're asking, why would they try to do that? Because they have the credit card scanners there. So once you use your card at that pump, then that credit card scanner is going to pick up, you know, the numbers that you put on the keypad and stuff like that. That's how they're finessing people now. And they don't want you to go inside to pay. They will not take cash. They will even go to the extent of saying, hey, I will cash app you. Something's going on with such and such. I will cash app you if you could just use your card to help me get some gas. And you're getting finessed. So that's number 2, man. I'm trying to help y'all out, man. Please leave a comment. Stop right now. Make sure you like, subscribe if you like what's going on. I can make more videos telling you what to look out for if you're coming to Atlanta. So let's hop right into it. Let's get to it, man. So number 3, man, the fakeness. The fakeness is everybody is trying to be something and they're not being themselves. So you have people that will literally try to, they call it Black Hollywood, right? So you have a lot of people here that already think they're celebrities, but they don't have it like that, man. I've had people that I thought that were really living like that, and then I really seen how they were really living, and I'm like, oh, this is all make-believe. You can't go off of what you see. A lot of these cars that you see that are probably foreign to you, they're rented. These are rented cars. These are not theirs. Even down to like the condos that they may be in, or they might take you to a mansion or something like that. It's all rented. It's not theirs, man. This is proof. Let me tell you, when I went to the car dealership, in Atlanta, and they told me that the number 1 repoed car in Atlanta was the Chargers and Challengers. If you come to Atlanta, that's all you see. You see these dudes racing on the road. You see these females with these Chargers and these Challengers. They got these $700, $800 car payments that they can't even keep up. It's all a facade. It's fake. Even if they have like, a foreign car, something that you may not have seen before, you have to do your research and know, are they really living like that? Do they really got it like that? Or are they scamming to get it like that? Don't believe it at all, man. It's just fake. And lastly, man, the dating. And we're going to stop right there. I can make a part 2 of this so you guys can get some more insight. But I'm trying to help the people that's trying to come to Atlanta so you can know what to expect and what to look out for. So the dating scene now. People will say, hey, this is everywhere, and this is true, but you have to understand, man, it's more females in Atlanta than men. There's also a lot of men in Atlanta. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So you have to be very, very cautious, man. I think the ratio is like every 2 females, like where every 2 females is 1 guy or something. I don't know what the ratio is, but it's definitely more females than men. So that should let you know right there that the dating scene is trash. A lot of people are living a lot of undercover lives that you may not know about. A lot of people are probably talking to the same people. It's just wicked. It's not good. And I think it's because you have so many people that's trying to live in this bubble of what they think the Atlanta life is instead of being themselves. They think that you're supposed to take them to these nice restaurants or take them and spend all this money on them at Lenox Mall, and that's just not realistic, man. In this day and time, everybody is going through it, and I can tell you right now, nobody's dropping a bag like that for real, unless they just doing illegal things, man. And that's all Atlanta is, man. You got guys using CPNs to live in certain condos and stuff. They scamming, they don't work. Even the females, they out here doing illegal activities. So it's like nobody's really getting it the legit way, but they want you to legitly drop a bag on them. It doesn't make sense. You shouldn't have to drop money to prove, hey, that you really care and love about somebody, to show that appreciation, because that's only for the moment. You see it time and time again. When these people lose money, the other person leaves. And that's just what it is, man. These are my thoughts on Atlanta. I've been here for a while. I seen it in and out. I seen the fakeness. I seen people change as soon as they came to Atlanta. I mean, they just became a whole nother person, not in a good way. You can still be yourself in a whole nother city. Don't let someone change you. That's the thing. Be authentic. Because when you're authentic, it sticks out. The fakeness, it will be seen, and those people you shy away from. Over time, no one really wants to deal with that type of person, right? So then they're left in the dust. The authentic person always comes on top because people, they attract to that. They know realness. They may not like it, but it's true. But tell me what you think, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that, man. It's your boy Kato Media. And like that, I am out.